that I couldn't even consider them. But some of them, like Kirpal Singh and people like that, very mature, nice teachers. What was that? That Muslim, that Sufi guy, Pir Vilayat Khan. I mean, he was, a very substantial teacher. Some of the Gurdjieff people were very substantial teachers, mature. So I hadn't really made up my mind, I knew I wanted a spiritual master. I knew I was looking for an esoteric school, but I didn't really recognize anything special about Śrīla Prabhupāda. Maybe that's because I only came in contact with his disciples and not him directly. But as it were, anyway, Khan Sahib said, you should go study with him because he knows this science of rasa perfectly. Apparently he had read an early draft of this Nectar of Devotion, and he was very impressed. So with that introduction, I went to Śrīla Prabhupāda, and that's when I became his disciple. Because after all, here's the world's greatest authority on the question that I had carried with me for so many years that nobody else could answer, even begin to answer. Khan Sahib could begin to answer it. But I knew that I didn't want to become like him. He was a drunkard and so many things. I didn't want to become like him. I wanted something higher. I wanted to become a master. I wanted to become self-realized. And here's Prabhupada. You see? So it all fits together. You see? Only someone with this level of knowledge can reveal the actual meaning of the scriptures. Only someone who's actually self-realized, who actually knows God, can reveal the way to reach God. Everyone else is going to be more or less guessing. Well, I think, maybe, it says in this book, and but do they really know? No. Because you can only know God directly through your consciousness. You cannot know. It's very nice if you meet somebody who is in a state of high self-realization. But unless you yourself do the work, unless you yourself realize these truths for yourself, the fact that this other person is realized doesn't really help you. It may encourage you. You may be able to ask them so many questions and get really good answers and like that. And that may help you. But it's just like the airplane flying in the sky. You have to correct your own course. You have to fix whatever problems are wrong yourself. You yourself have to direct your consciousness in the way that will lead to actual self-realization. It's up to you and you alone. So, I guess I talked for a long time.
Jai.
I get wound up about this stuff. I really do, Yeah. I never had anybody I could talk to before. Are there any questions?
I talk of the plant.
Yeah. Start here?
Start there.
At the beginning we were talking about astrology and readings and like that. So at that time there was a question from Ronald Singh. Is a reading always required for a devotee?
Well, it's it's helpful. It's helpful. If you want to go someplace and you can just go out on the road and start asking people, how do I go here? And see the signs and follow them. But if you have a map, then it's so much more convenient because you can plot your own course. You can plan, you can say, okay, I have to stop here for the night, and there's no gas station between these two places, so I have to fill up, and da-da-da-da. You know what's coming. Similarly, we're all going to the future, whether we want to or not. Time is propelling us into the future. So wouldn't it be nice if we had a map of the future? That's astrology. Astrology can give that. Astrology can provide that information that, okay, this happened in the past, and now this is going to happen in the future, or at least it's very likely that this will happen. Astrology is never 100%. It gives you an informed guess. But because the map of astrology is generated at your birth, but since your birth, you've performed so many other activities, and so your karma has changed. You see? And we don't know exactly how it's changed. So it has some influence on the accuracy of the predictions. Nothing is mechanical because everything is influenced by consciousness. So if you change your consciousness or you change your activities, you can also change your future. That's our hope. Our whole hope for the future is built on the fact that you can change it. You can change the future, you can change your destiny, you can change your consciousness by changing your activities. If you had one kind of activities up to this point, and things are not going exactly the way you would like, you can change your activities. And you can change the future. You can't change the past. And you can't change the future completely. But you certainly can influence the future. And the most influential thing you can do is change your consciousness. Because even the same things can be happening. The same karma is going to play out no matter what you do. But your attitude towards it can be different. Before Krishna spoke Bhagavad-gītā, Arjuna was very uncertain. Well, what should I do? I mean, should I fight? Should I not fight? Should I run away? Should I, what am I going to do? I can't make up my mind. Krishna, please help me. And then Krishna spoke Bhagavad-gītā, and at the end, Arjuna says, now all my confusion is dispelled. My confusion is gone, and I have no more hesitation. I will fight as you request. And he went ahead and he won the battle. See? So his situation didn't change. Bhagavad-gītā was spoken in 25 minutes or less. And that situation that he was in had been building up for like 100 years. The whole history of Mahabharata recounts the narration of how this situation built up little by little over a long, long, long time. And so going into the battle, Arjuna was like, he was completely confused. I don't know what to do. I'm very, very uncomfortable about this. And 25 minutes later, he was like, yeah, I got it. Okay, let's go. What changed? The situation didn't change. The karma didn't change. The forces on the battlefield didn't change. What changed was Arjuna's consciousness, just by hearing from Krishna. Just hearing from Krishna turned a completely confusing situation into an absolutely clear situation. It turned a certain loss into a certain victory, just by hearing from Krishna. So try to understand, what's the power of hearing? So knowing the future, knowing your karma, knowing the tendencies, knowing the situation is going to help you deal with what's coming so much better. That's the value of astrology.
The next question from Tiago. What did you focus your consciousness on while doing nothing? Was it on Krishna, just like while chanting?
My breath, my energy. I was watching the thoughts in my mind, like it was a TV show or something. What a weird show, man. I was watching. Well, of course, I was chanting sometimes too. But mostly I was just watching my energy. And I have to give one thing, one secret. Secret. Don't tell anybody. But I was following a book by Rajneesh called The Secret of the Golden Flower. Actually, The Secret of the Golden Flower was translated by W. Evans Wentz. And Rajneesh was just commenting on it. But he gave a couple of insights that were crucial. This book is no longer in print. You cannot find it anywhere. It's not on the internet. It was there because I needed it, I guess.